Not that exciting. Well, that's it for mail call. We'll go home now.
Yeah. We've now used up our allotted mail call time.
Huh?
We've now used up our allotted mail call time.
This is Carlene coughing. All right, here we go. Now, Bailey. Good morning, Bailey. It's time to get the baskets.
Bailey's still wondering if there's sound.
Bailey. Front and center. We got your special food. Come on. That's not in your way. Do you think maybe the stool is in her way?
Oh,
You get out of
maybe.
here. This is not yours. It's Bailey. There we go, Bailey. Good girl. Oh. Got a girl. She's very good. Look at that. That's good. Isn't she good girl? She's very good. She's very talented. That's our talented dog. You didn't get off the spoon that time. That talent didn't work so good. Here, try it again. I like to wipe it off on her eye tooth. See how it really works better when you do that. There we go. Well, we got it working now. I can just hear Charlie back there saying,
I'd like a little bite.
I give him 11 puppies, and what she
Just a little nibble.
Yeah. The trouble with that is Bailey knows when you give somebody else some of her cookies.
Oh.
There is a piece left.
And she knows it.
Oh, okay. I did save a piece for Cookie. You want to give it to Cookie? I don't know if you want to let Bailey see you do it, but what the heck? You what? Tomorrow she won't get the basket for me. She knows about things like that. She knows. Okay. We're organized. Okay. 29 new messages. I love you, Charlie Buster. Okay. A lot.
All right.
Trying to figure out how to open the box.
This box over here, too.
That's a 5 pair of scissors. Here you go. We got it. We're almost ready. There we go. Oh my. Oops. What are you doing?
Open that. There we go.
Okay.
I'm going to make sure they can hear you. Sometimes they get upset when they can't hear you.
Aside from Opal and Malo, who are the females next in line for breeding? I have to think about that one. She gave me a phone number on that one. Put that in the bottom of the pot. And the dollar goes into the fund behind the fund fund. I took all the money out of the fund fund and deposited it in a special account in the bank. Are you pinching the puppy in there? What are you doing? Which one is that?
That's Bruce.
That's Bruce. The noisemaker is now the one that was at death's door last night at this time. This is from the IRS. What do they want? Cut out return voucher bond. Let somebody else look at this. Oh, employ. This is EIN stuff.
Oh.
No, it's not. It's payroll taxes.
Oh, okay.
That's Teresa's. And here we have the celebration of the month. This is from Memsick. This is from our chicken shitting, which gives us $11,023.20.
Wow.
It's wonderful.
It is.
It's wonderful, and we are totally dependent on it. We do lose a little bit, but that's because of the charge accounts, which we would lose anyway if we did all the lousy bookkeeping. And all we do is screw it up. So it's better that we do it the way we're doing it and pay what... I'd have to have another employee to get that straightened out. Well, here we have some stickers. Well, aren't they fun? They'll be fun to look at when we're picking shit. And you get that one. And I get this one go over here. It does have one question for phone call. We get around to that. Oh, this is one of those. Oh, my word. Pull the damn thing. Oh, pull the thing. It's all covered up with... Well, it's all covered up with Scotch tape. So I can't do it what I was... Oh, there we go. I got it. Oh, my word. There's a $2 bill. For Juliana. A lot of them. A couple of them. You can have that. That's the noisemaker we got.
Say who it's from.
Well, don't tell me your trouble.
There we go.
You got it?
Got it.
These will be outside picker-uppers because they are slightly wider than the others. But we'll still use them. And we have some comments on them, which is always very nice.
Mm-hmm.
And we have a silver dollar.
Ooh, very nice.
Is that what that is? It's a silver dollar. That's a silver dollar. I'm sure it is.
It looks like it.
Huh?
Yep, American Eagle Silver Dollar. 2007.
Okay. Oh, wait, you're keeping
I'll
those?
take those.
Those will go in the mailboxes outside. Those are good outside pickers. And we have 3 for Juliana. Is she still working on her?
She is. She's got some going on at home. She's got to bring them all. She's got to bring them in. Although
Yes.
I keep saying there's no way to keep them right now.
That's about true.
So she's got them on her desk at home.
Okay. When did the beast eat last? At 3? Oh, come on. He only ate 2 hours ago. He can't be starving. I wonder if it's time where they learn to eat. Wait, but let's think about this. Maybe it's time for them to put down one little pellet on the floor and see if they'll pick it up. You'll be teaching them to eat a little piece of food, by, a dry piece. Kibble.
Okay.
That would be an interesting thing to do with him.
Okay.
It sounds like he needs as much entertainment as he does food. But he can't be all that hungry.
The dry food is in the overflow room for the puppies.
Okay, thank you.
Or at least it was.
Overflow room number 47.
Where we did not find Jimmy Hoffa.
Huh?
Where we did not find.
We did not find Jimmy Hoffa. Oh, boys. Oh, boys. What have we got here?
Nasal
Uh-oh. I cut the hole in it. No, I didn't cut a hole in it. There you go. Natural sinus and allergy relief. Well, that sounds like fun.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give it a shot. I'll give anything a shot right about now.
Right.
Look out. I've lost the knife. Oh, no, I didn't. There it is.
This one's a little heavy.
A little heavy.
A little heavy. This one is from.
With a bit of luck, it'll be dog food. We don't have to go to China to get more dog food or something.
Plymouth Meeting,
Gillespie.
Pennsylvania.
Plymouth.
Is that right? Plymouth Mountain? I can't read that.
Plymouth something.
I'll have to read that. Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania's a good place. Okay, gotta put the knife. Better put the knife in before we cut ourselves. It's exactly what I needed.
Yep.
I told you we didn't have anything for poor Bailey, and she had to go down to the next building to get some, and by golly, look what we got here. Family buffet. Lamb and rice. Isn't that wonderful?
Lamb and beef.
Yep.
All right.
Dad's
Now
grill
you
and
can
Mom's
stack these
casserole.
Right up to your.
Now I got some of my very own, and you don't have to go get them for me, so there.
No, you stack them right up.
I'm going to put it in here because I have to have some under there. Okay. And I got a yellow envelope to boot. I like colored envelopes. Just a note. Just a note and also just a check.
Ooh.
I enjoy watching the puppies and older dogs each day and want to support your efforts. I have several questions about which I am curious. Please answer if you have the time. Please use money for whatever you need. Oh, good. Okay, questions. This check has to go in the red envelope in there. Am I going to do questions now? Let's do all the boxes, and then we'll do a question deal because we may have to phone call somebody,
All right.
and that will be our question department.
Just write down.
It's a very pretty yellow envelope. Okay. It's funny how things happen around here. Here I'm fussing about not having any Bailey dog food, and the first package I open has Bailey's dog food in it.
No?
Okay. Okay, so this is serious now. You know how all these things keep appearing,
Yes.
and just before you need them, you all of a sudden find whatever. And I want to know why the 3 cartons of pads that they bought for the dogs
Uh-huh.
are all women's bedtime diapers. Is that me?
Did you order them?
No! But is that a premonition that this is what I'm going to need next?
Maybe. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh is
Be
right.
prepared, right?
Be prepared. And stuff around here happens like that, you know?
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. And unfortunately, I can't remember any of them at the moment. But there are a lot. And I think somebody besides me ought to be in charge of remembering them. Because it's beyond me.
Here's the bed frame.
I forgot the bed.
Frame.
The bed frame.
Yeah. And I don't know why we needed the bed frame, but we needed the bed. Oh, we cleaned out one of the rooms upstairs. And we wanted to get the mattress up off the floor.
And where was
we
the
need
bed
a
frame?
It was on the deck off the back room.
That's
I
right.
was driving in the golf cart and I hit the brakes and looked and said, I cannot believe there's a bed frame right there.
Yep, I remember that now.
Yep.
It's unbelievable how stuff like that happens. And it's not normal stuff.
No.
It's like all
A
those
bed frame.
like all those diapers aren't normal.
Uh-oh. All right. Do we have another?
Well, we have a
or
piece of
something
paper
on
at the bottom.
Oh, from Lynn.
From Lynn? Which Lynn? We got a lot of Lynn.
Gilliland?
Gillian.
Gillian. There you
Something
go.
like that. She sends us stuff. That's a nice box, too. But we have a lot of boxes. We don't need the box. Excuse me, lady.
Oh, you need more?
Yeah. Okay.
Is this heavy?
I don't know.
It's heavy. So.
It's heavy. This is on the
It's
floor.
heavy.
This is a floor type operation now. I always use this thing sideways because I don't know what I'm cutting into in the package. Oh, okay.
Dog food.
This is what we could use to give the puppies. It's like cookies for the puppies. You know? Puppy, large breed. We just said we needed some. Didn't I just say, why don't we start puppies on a piece of kibble? And look what we get in the mail. Puppy kibble.
Yep.
Now back to these diapers that they sent me.
Maybe somebody knows something we don't.
I know, it's
Is your
very
knife
worth.
away?
What? The
Okay.
knife's away. I don't believe don't believe it. Did you realize what happened? Huh? Did you realize? I had said to you, why don't you start feeding him one piece of kibble?
Yeah.
And we get large breed puppy kibble,
Why did you say that?
the special kind that we do feed them sort of by hand.
Well, it doesn't say who this is from.
It's
I'm sure we got
unbelievable
it.
how this happened. What, here?
No.
No? Did they send it to me? Or who?
Yeah, it says STP Carly
Yeah.
White.
Well, it's very nice of somebody to do that.
Chicken soup for the soul of food.
I don't know who did it. It's a very heavy box, too. Very nice box. Next. Push. 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 Push.
And this is from Dawn and Marilyn Bennett. Lowell, Oregon.
Who?
Lowell, Oregon.
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 That there lady right there is from Oregon.
Where in Oregon?
Lowell?
I don't know where that is.
It's in Oregon. What is this?
These the chicks.
Huh?
Are these, what is that? Did we ever get our chicks in the mail? It just reminded me of the chicks.
We did not get our chicks. We should have our chicks. Fluffy
Flippers.
feet. Fluffy feet. There we go. Oh my word. Was I just fussing at all about not having enough fluffy toys?
Oh,
Look at that. That's cute. It says Oregon on it, too. Give it to
I'll
Claire.
have to give it to Claire.
Here, Claire. It's a doggy day.
Flippers and throws. Fleecies, fluffies.
Fluffies. They're wrapped up in very tough stuff, too. Wow. Huh. Very pretty ones, too. Look at them. Look at these colors, guys. These are nice colors.
They are
They're
very
slightly
pretty.
different colors, aren't they?
Right. Very bright and cheery colors.
Right. Okay, well, we'll give those to Grace to process. And we have a plastic bag. Okay. Put that in the bottom of my scrap basket. Grace, look at what we got here. Fluffies.
Pretty colors.
Yeah,
They're nice ones.
very nice.
Very nice ones. Okay, we'll put that over here.
Are we done?
I think we're done. We have the phone call.
Phone call.
We have a phone call. Do we have a phone? Has anybody got a phone? Has anybody got a phone? I don't get a
Yes, I
phone.
have a phone on the desk over there.
I'll put some of this dog food away. Away means sort of under my desk so I can reach it when I rushed to do mail call 4 hours later than it's supposed to be. Okay, we are now calling... Oh. Oh, those are the questions.
Yeah, those are questions.
You think I ought to read the questions first? Someday somebody's going to give me a bunch of questions. I'm going to read right into them and get in trouble. So maybe I ought to just kind of peruse.
Does she have a phone number to call or just questions?
I don't know. I didn't read the questions here. Okay, I do not have her phone number. So I'll call this phone number. Or unless you have any other phone numbers for me to call.
I don't, actually.
Okay, so it's going to be 603. and we put it on speaker. Hi, this is Carlene White.
Hi, Carlene. How are you?
How are you? I have your card right here in front of me that's asking about who we're going to breed next.
Yep.
Well, aside from the fact that Mother Nature gets to decide, not us, I mean, we would like to breed Opal. We are, today, yes, we were successful today.
We were successful today.
Or rather, Walter was successful.
Walter was able to pull it off.
Oh, dear me. Yes. Was it Merlot?
Merlot.
Yep. Yes, so that's twice.
Yep.
And it was probably day 8 was the first one.
Not sure. Sounds good.
Something like day 8, and this would be day 10. And if the sperm lives for 2 days at least, that we're covered up to day 12.
Mm-hmm.
So we certainly probably ought to try to breed her one more time, but I don't think we've ever had a failure on a natural cover. We've had a lot of failures when we get into it with the coffee cups and the strings and everything else. Right.
Well, we tried that last time with Opal and Walter, and it didn't work so well.
No, it didn't work at all. And that's when we tried to make it work with the coffee cup and the straws and all the gloves and rubber gloves, and it was a mess. But at any rate, that didn't work. So he has covered her twice now, so I would assume we are all set.
Oh, well, that's great.
That should be fun. So.
Would probably be the next lady in line.
I don't know who's next in line. We don't know. Opal doesn't seem to be coming in heat when we expected her to either. But we have a couple.
I know she's coming to heat just around the same time Chaos was bred.
Who did?
She came in just when Chaos was bred?
Yep.
I honestly don't know. Because we were going to, you guys know more about it than I do. We were going to try and breed her with that black sperm that we have in California. That was what we were going to do with Opal.
Okay.
That's going to be risky at best. But it's good. Have you seen online? It belongs to Nahbay, Nahbay. Good looking dog.
I did look him up, and he is a really gorgeous dog.
Right. Well, that's what we're going to try and breed to Opal. And it may have to involve George Myers this time because the stuff will come from California in a FedEx at about a 3-foot tall liquid nitrogen tank.
Yep.
And it really kind of is beyond us. I mean, if we can't even manage with coffee cups and straws, we better give it to a professional to try and pull it off this next time. So,
A little bit better with the frozen stuff.
right, and we'll probably have to go in for all that blood testing and LH surge and all that nonsense to find out when she's ovulating.
Right.
Because we won't have the male dog standing there saying, now, you know. So,
You've got a point there.
so that's how you tell otherwise. It's much cheaper when the boy dog is standing there. But any rate, on we go. So is there any other question you'd like me to answer?
No, I think that was it.
Okay. Well, have a good evening.
Well, thank you. You as well.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, that was a nice lady. Okay, now this list of questions here, I hope I can read them here. What foods are fed to dogs on Puppy Hill for breakfast? Mostly that's just the pellets, right? You don't feed...
And then we mix some canned food into it sometimes.
Okay, so you sort of make a gravy out of it. It's one can for like 20 dogs or something. It's not, it's more the flavor than it is anything else, right? What is served for dinner? Okay, dinner would be more the beef.
Dinner is beef, rice, with a little bit of kibble mixed in. But
Beef and rice and kibble.
Yeah.
And the kibble that I'm using is very cheap kibble because we have the beef.
Right.
And when we have the beef, we don't have the calcium. I went through this at one point. Two veterinarians suggested that because we're using such good beef with no bones or anything, that we don't have enough calcium in our diet deal, so we should be feeding them 2 Tums.
Yep.
So 2 Tums go plunked in the dish. What foods are the same food served every day? Just about.
Yep.
Sometimes the dry kibble changes because people give us broken bags, and we'll stir that into whatever food we're feeding at the moment. Is the food warm or cold? It's cold now. Yeah.
The rice may be warm.
Rice may be warm, but it's immaterial. They gobble it down. How do the portions differ depending on the age of the dog? We sort of have a generic, every dog gets 2 cups in the morning, 2 cups at night of something.
Right.
And then you stand there and you look at the dog you're feeding. And if the dog is too fat, you give him 1 cup instead of 2. And if it's skinny, you give him 3 cups instead of 2. But they'll all, on the property, every dog on the property would live on 2 cups a day. 2 cups morning and night.
There's a few we may pull out to give lunch if they're too skinny.
Well, that's true. If they're very skinny, somebody to get lunch maybe. But are all the dogs weighed regularly? Individual food food? No. Are dogs weighed regularly and individual food portions changed based on weight? That's far too scientific because you've got how much exercise they've got, and some of them run around like crazy, and some of them are real couch potatoes, and no. The answer to that one is no. You look at the dog you're feeding.
Right.
Are there rules about how much treats and cookies each dog get per day? No, because the treats aren't that big a portion of their diet.
Right.
I mean, have you ever seen Megan stand out there and she forgets to have a treat with her to put the dog back in, which is an absolute no-no. When you put a dog back in the kennels, you're supposed to, they turn around and they expect you to give them a treat. Megan, when she forgets, when she's out there patting the dog, everybody thinks she's being so nice and sweet to pat the dog. She's actually stealing a couple pieces of kibble out of their dish so that when she goes to put them in the kennel, she has something to give them. But the treats, they're not that much, not that big a portion of their diet. These are Great Danes. You know, these are very large. A whole box of milk bones might make a difference, but is preparing the food in dishes a job people like to do? Yeah, I don't think anybody minds it.
No, not a big deal.
Not a big deal.
Nope. Part of the day.
Part of the day.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that was a bunch of interesting questions. Well, I can get going on it a little bit. Dog food is a religion to some people. It really is. And I have had people tell me they'll only feed raw chicken necks. Or there's a guy, the worst one is this, there's a guy down in Poughkeepsie, New York that makes some sort of ground up fish that stinks. Absolutely stinks. And there's a breeder down there who would tell you that your dog would not get dysplasia if you fed this dog his fish stuff. I mean, it was ridiculous. Ridiculous. But the advertising that comes out on it, I mean, if you leave a dog loose, they'll eat about anything, horse shit, everything else. They just eat stuff that comes. If they don't like it, they throw it up and they just go eat something else. Or some other dog comes along and eats it. It's not that delicate a deal. And so I hate to mention brand names, but I picked Big Company. And right at the moment, as I say, we're feeding their cheapest form of it because we have all that marvelous beef. So at the moment, we have cheap kibble and expensive beef. That's the basis of it. If we did not have that beef, I would feed the higher something or other of a big company's food. Because they all have different levels. Oh, dear me. I'm going to try that stuff they just sent me for cough. So that's my stuff on food. So when people bring a dog here and, you know, it'll only eat shark tail or something, I don't know. Some of these feeds are just ridiculous. One of our volunteers I asked her to do this, to take a whole different bunch of dog foods and list out the first 10 ingredients in each brand, and it really is very interesting reading, and we do have that in our food chart.
Very big spreadsheet.
It's an interesting spreadsheet. The only other rather gross piece of information I have is when they do kill a chicken, which has happened once or twice in my life, they eat the guts first, which is all the corn, which is what some people object to having in dog food. They'll eat the guts first, then the dark meat, the leg stuff and all that, and then they'll eat the white meat and grind up the bones and the chicken necks and everything else, and it's gone. They hardly leave you the beak. And that's all I know.
Yep.
So I'll go home and go to bed now. No. I think that's all. If I had more questions, I'd answer them, but I don't have any more questions. Bye.
Signing off.
Signing off. See you around. I'll put the camera back on the pups.